Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. I am Ria and I am a fashion business student who has a knack for organizing. I started bullet journaling 4 years ago and I haven't looked back since. I am at this point where I cannot function without my bullet journal, my little organization techniques, my everyday to-do lists and my planning. Bullet journaling gives my life a structure that I need to be up to date on my deadlines, on my habits, on my social life, my daily life and everything else in between. I have an Instagram handle where I experiment with fashion and makeup and all of that good stuff. It's called the Winged Medley. It is basically a medley of all things I love, the foremost of which are my winged eyeliners. I have hooked on to that trend and I am never letting go. Every time I put on a winged eyeliner, I feel so transformed, so productive, like I can conquer the world, I can do anything in this world. And one of the things that I love in this medley are bullet journals and hence this YouTube channel. So I wanted to name it somewhat that is near to my Instagram handle but not exactly same, that still reflects what this channel is going to be about and hence the winged journals. So in this first video I am going to design a logo for myself. I am someone who believes that logos can be powerful storytellers that can reflect your brand, what you represent, what you stand for, what you're trying to say with your product or your content in this case. So I had a rough idea of what I wanted as a logo. I wanted wings to be in the logo. I was not sure at first which kind of wings, angel, demon, insects, but then I thought butterfly wings are the best way to go. The life of a butterfly, the transformation, the metamorphosis can be so metaphorical in your own life. I believe what a butterfly goes through in one lifetime, we as humans metaphorically can go through multiple times. We can cocoon ourselves and nurture ourselves, build ourselves and comfort as majestic, beautiful beings that our people are in awe of. And I just wanted to manifest that, reflect that and show that this is what my brand is about, especially when bullet journals give me that energy, that power to actually comfort as something with beautiful majestic wings. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, like, comment, share, save, all of that good stuff, and comment down below if you also love bullet journaling videos, if bullet journaling is like a fresh breath of air in your life that you need every now and then to function properly. And I will see you in my next video. This is my 2021 bullet journal, and right in the middle of March and April I found a page where I started creating my logo. Now I knew that I wanted wings and I knew that I wanted butterfly wings, but here I am on Pinterest trying to search for inspiration, different shapes, different color schemes, different kinds of illustrations that I could experiment with. Firstly, I wanted to choose the shape of the wings because everything else would come later. So here I am just looking for different shapes, different designs that I could choose from, that I could draw. So I knew that I wanted the logo to be in the shape of a diary right in the middle of the wings springing from the diary to signify the freedom that my bullet journal gives me, that my organization system gives me, to schedule, to plan ahead, to always be on the track, to always meet my deadlines, to always be productive. And so here I am just drawing the shape of a diary, trying to make it as symmetrical as possible, counting the dots on each side of the page, on the left and the right side of the page, and just creating a diary. Now that I found the shape of the wings that I like, I am trying to draw the same around the diary. Again, trying to make it as symmetrical as possible, just trying to play a little bit with the shape of it. This is so meta, a diary inside a diary. I love it. By the way, this is a bullet journal that I got from my local stationery. I can try to find it and link it in the description box below. It is a hardbound cover with a pen loop, an elastic loop, 3 bookmarks, a back pocket, an index and numbered pages, and it also has a few stickers in the back which I just loved using. For the last 2 years I have been using a square grid journal, and I used to be very intimidated by the dot grid journal, and the kind of structure that the square grid journal used to give me really calmed me down. But this year I finally thought of tackling my fear of dot grid journals, and I experimented with one
basically because all the beautiful journals in the world have dot grid. So once I am sure about the outer shape of the wings, I am just drawing a thin line inside it to give it a little more structure, a little more definition. Now that I was happy with the shape of my wings, the lining, and I could see my design, my final design, I started to outline the same with the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Fine Liner in the size 0.7. I got a set of Faber-Castell pens in different sizes and a brush pen, a calligraphy pen that is very useful. With the different sizes, I can create different styles as you would see in this video. Here I am creating a very small design at the edges of my diary with the same Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Fine Liner, but in the size 0.1 that came in the same set. I will find that and link it in the description box below if you're interested in getting the same. Now that I was happy with the basic shape of my logo, the wings, the diary, I went in again with the pencil to outline, or I should say inline, the wings, basically giving it the structure for the color scheme that would come later that I already had in my mind. So here I am just trying to erase and recreate the different subsections of the wing, trying to create an asymmetrical but harmonious look of the wing. Here I'm creating the same on the right hand side of the page, trying to keep it as symmetrical as possible, the different subsections, the whole look of the wing. Now that I was happy with the look of the wing, I went in with the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Fine Liner in the size 0.3 to draw over the different subsections that I created with the pencil. And erasing all the pencil marks that were visible through. So this was it for the first part of the video. I basically shot this video in two different sections on two different days because I feel like I needed the break between the basic outline, which was, as I said, basic, and the color scheme, which was a little more complicated, which I wanted to give a little more time to and wanted more mental energy for. So off camera, I just created a color scheme. I wrote down all the colors that I wanted in different subsections, and I took out all my color pencils, my sketch pens, my Tombow brush pens, and just created a scheme that I wanted so that I could sit down and just start creating the colors. I also wrote down the name of my channel in pencil, in cursive handwriting. Hand lettering is something that I want to explore further, and I hope to do so on this channel. So I'm just coloring in with a purple pencil color. I basically pulled out all the purples that I had in my collection to try to create something that will have a little gradients. So I started off with the Faber-Castell bicolor pencils that come in 24 shades, and I started coloring the lowest subsection with purple, and I'm just trying to create a little gradients with the color violet and ultramarine violet, just basically trying to give it a purplish violetish look. I am then going forward with the Tombow brush pen, trying to again create that gradients. I used that only on the edges because that was darker and it had a little more opaque look than the color pencils, and I think it created a beautiful radiance between the opaqueness of the Tombow brush pens and the translucence of the pencil colors. And I'm using the Tombow N00 colorless blender to blend in the purple and the lavender color. Putting aside all the violets, I am now going forward with a dark blue. I'm basically trying to give it an indigo-ish look here. I am sure now by now you have guessed what my color scheme is going to be and what my wings will look like. Keeping aside all the dark blues, I am now creating a light blue color with the sky blue color and just using the same with a little more pressure to create a darker look and blending the two to create a more blended look. Wow, there's some vocabulary there. So what I'm trying to do here is to create the lower blue to be a little more dark and indigo-ish so that there is a difference between the two blues. After the blue, I am coloring in the green. I'm using light and dark shades of green to create a gradients. So now after the cool tones of the lower half, I am moving on to the warm tones of the upper half, starting with yellow. I'm using a lemon yellow for the base and a darker chrome yellow for the gradient on the outer half. After the yellow, I am coloring in the next section with an orange. I'm using the orange pencil color for the base, and I'm using the same orange with a little more pressure to create the gradients on the outer sections. Now I'm using the same technique with the red for the next section, with a lighter hand for the base and a little more pressure for the outer blend. I'm adding a pink to my rainbow. I feel like it creates a nice symmetry between the upper and the lower half of the wing, with the cool tones in the lower half and the warm tones in the upper half. Well, this looks all pretty and nice, but I wanted to give it a little more definition. So I'm just coloring inner part of the wing just outside the different subsections with a black color. Here I am just giving a little more color. I am using a warm toned color for the upper outer section of the wing and a cool toned purple for the lower outer section of the wing. I feel like it creates a really nice harmonious look between the warm tones of the upper half and the cool tones of the lower half of the wing. So here I'm using the Uniball Signo 0.7 in the color white to create little white dots on the black outline to give it a little more structure and dimension and a finished look. Once that is done, I am using my Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen fine liners in the size 0.3 and 0.7 to write the name of the channel. I'm using the 0.7 to give it a little shadow, a little more dimension again. And basically just erasing any pencil marks that are visible through. And here is my final logo of the channel. I hope you like it. I love how colorful, bright and positive it is. I love how it reflects what exactly I had in mind. This was so much fun to create, and I will see you in my next video.